Here's an NGN practice of highlight text. This type of NGN item starts with some sort of nurse's note, order, medication that you have to read through to get an idea about the client. Pause your video here to read the nurse's note. Next, you'll go through the progress note and actually highlight the items that indicate the client is ready for discharge. So when you take your little mouse over the item while you're taking the NCLEX, highlight will pop up over each sentence. You're not actually going to have to click and drag over each word. Highlight is just going to pop up over each area of the text, and you're going to click over which parts indicate the client is ready for discharge. So I recommend you take it as a bunch of true or false questions. All right, so for example, look at the first sentence with me. The client was alert and oriented. Does that indicate to you that the client is ready for discharge? Yes, of course. Highlight that sentence. What about he described his mood as good and had a cheerful affect? Of course. Click to highlight. I certainly think denying suicidal ideations is a good sign, so I'm going to highlight that as well. Now, if he states he's not sleeping well, is that an indicator he's ready for discharge? False. Let's not highlight that. And what about if he states that he's not been attending group therapy? Again, not an indicator he's ready for discharge, not going to highlight it. Next, he states he'll be staying with friends from church. That's a good indicator. Let's highlight it. Lastly, if he tells you he's got an outpatient therapist, that's 2 thumbs up, definitely a good sign. So there's your answer, future nurses. There were 7 statements that you could highlight. 5 of them were correct. Remember, they were just true or false statements. They wanted you to click on the statements that indicated your client was ready for discharge. Honestly, pretty straightforward. Since 5 of them were correct, there were 5 possible points. You got 1 point for every statement you clicked on that was correct. And if you clicked on anything incorrect, you got a point deducted for a maximum of 5 possible points. All right, you guys, if you need more help, we've got loads of practice over at archerreview.com. See you there.